Do you sometimes find it difficult to start dancing on the correct beat in your salsa? Do you find sometimes that you're moving too fast or too slow in a song? If you answered yes to either of these questions, this is the video for you. The genre salsa music and dance is an eclectic fusion of various ideas that fall under the category Afro-Latin. At its core, the rhythm of salsa is from Africa. The melodies and harmonies have many diverse origins, including Europe and the Middle East. To call a group of salsa musicians a band is a huge understatement. One would actually use the word orchestra, as there are 12 different musicians playing the music, many of whom play multiple instruments in any given arrangement. In this video, I'll be paying attention to the more consistent element within salsa music, which is the rhythm section. In order to do this, I'm going to be using my go-to application called the Salsa Beat Machine, also known on mobile as the Salsa Rhythm Machine. You can get this online with PC or Mac, and you can also buy the application in your mobile app store for a nominal but totally worth the price. If you love salsa music, smash that like button down below and let's get down to it.
I've opened up my web browser and I've typed into the address bar salsabeatmachine.org, and this is what I have, is the Salsa Beat Machine online version. Here on these two icons for Android and for Apple, you could click into those and you could actually make a purchase of the application for your phone. First things first, what I'm going to do is, with the application open and with me not having toggled any of the settings, I'm going to go ahead and push play and let's see what happens.
1 5 1 5 1 5 1 5 1.
So let's stop it right there and let's have a look at what we're seeing right here on the screen. Over here we have the speed or the tempo of the music. That's 180 beats per minute. That's a pretty good average speed for a salsa song. I'm going to leave it at that setting. Please go ahead and try slowing or speeding the music as you want when you're practicing. You can do that by just scrolling this little scroll over here, and that will increase the speed or decrease the speed as you like. I'll show you what it's like at a slower speed, 130 BPM, and let's listen to how much slower it is.
1 5 1 5 1.
Now that might be a good practice speed for you just to get your basics in. 180 BPM, as I say, is a good speed to practice at, because that'll get you to the right kind of speed for your real life salsa dancing, alright? So that's the tempo. The key of the music is here in C. All of these different keys will give you a different sound. I'll show you what I mean right now as we push play.
1 5 1 5 1 5 1 5 1 5 1 5 1 5 1 5 1 5 1.
So I'm going to go ahead and leave it in C. Please try it out in different keys and see what you like. Again, it's for your ear, it's for what you like to hear, what you like to practice with. So go ahead and play in whatever key you like. Now below that, you'll also notice some lights over here. If you count these lights, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 lights. Each light represents one beat. Now you can change that count just by clicking onto this gear button on the microphone, and here you'll notice a little drop down menu. You can then select the count that you like. Here I'm going to push this down to all counts over 8, and look at how this coincides with the light pattern as the lights flash.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1.
Awesome. Now I'm going to give you a moment just to pause the video and go ahead and push play for yourself and try to do a couple of basic steps. And when we come back, we'll break it down a little bit more as to how you're going to use this to find the music. So go ahead and push pause now. All right, thanks for coming back. So let's now get down to the nuts and bolts of your salsa music tutorial using the Salsa Beat Machine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on each of these instruments. You'll notice that the instruments go to a gray from the usual colored and detailed graphic. They all drop down to plain gray, and that illustrates that the instrument is not playing. You'll notice that here the bongos are already gray, as with the maracas. If I go ahead and push play now, you'll notice no sound whatsoever, and the lights are not even flashing. So if I add in the count by just clicking on the microphone,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to just go through each instrument so you can hear what happens when I click each button. This is the clave. It's spelled as clave if you're English speaking, but the correct pronunciation is clave. Next up we have the cowbell. Conga. Piano. Bass, timbales, güiro, bongo, and maracas. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, deselect all of the different instruments, deselect the microphone for the count. The heart of the salsa band is the conga, or the congas as is written here. And the conga pattern is what's known as the tumbao. If I go ahead and push play, I find the count is a bit loud. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the counting volume down so it's just about audible. Ultimately, it's all about the music. So you can use the count to help you to find the beats in the music, but I would always suggest that you try to get away from the count as fast as possible and really focus your listening to the instrumentation. This might take a bit of time to get familiar with, but once you do, it's really going to open up your awareness for how salsa music really works. So let's push play again and have a listen to that.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Let's add a little bit of color. The next instrument that I like to add when I'm teaching music understanding in salsa is I like to add the bass guitar. This is what it sounds like when the two play together.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2.
That's starting to sound really, really good. So how would you know when to go forward and how would you know when to go backwards? Well, that's really going to be dependent on where the bass is. As I push play, you'll notice that the bass goes upwards in the first 4 beats. So if you're looking at the light here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, you'll notice that within that first 4 beats, the bass goes up. And then in the second 4 beats, the bass goes downwards. Listen again.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
When you're practicing, it's going to be really helpful for you to use the bass and the conga drum together in your Salsa Beat Machine to help you to distinguish where is the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then where's the 5, 6, 7, 8, to help you to move forward or backwards. Whether you're dancing on 1 or on 2, it's going to be very, very beneficial for you to understand how that phrasing is working. So, we've covered some of the basic ideas with using the Salsa Beat Machine. I'm going to suggest that you go ahead and play with the Salsa Beat Machine at leisure. Try to get into your timing and get into your basic step using these basic ideas. And this again is going to be great ear training for you. Familiarize yourself with the different instruments. You can use the count to help you to kind of find where the sounds are. But again, as I stated before, you want to really try to get away from the count and try to really train your ear to hear the different instruments and to be able to pick them all out one by one. That way, you'll be able to identify them when you hear it in actual salsa music. And from that process, you can really get a better understanding of the music and therefore have great timing when you're dancing. Big shout out to the guys at Salsa Beat Machine for giving us such an awesome instrument that we could use to work on our salsa timing with. When you go to the App Store, by the way, you'll notice that it's not called the Salsa Beat Machine, it's called the Salsa Rhythm app. And that's in your Android and even in the Apple Store in iTunes. You'll notice it's also called the Salsa Rhythm app. And a big shout out to these guys at District 1 Mobile for presenting this to us. These guys have really given us an amazing gift here, and I think that you'd really be doing the guys a big favor by purchasing the app, getting it onto your phone, because that way it will be with you everywhere. You can use it in your car and familiarize yourself with the different sounds and just play around with it and get to understand the Salsa Beat Machine and the different rhythms and practice with it as much as you possibly can. And I'm just going to wish you at this point some good luck and great practice, and keep on at it, because it's all about the music at the end of the day. And the better you familiarize yourself with the music, is the better the fun is going to be, and you're going to be able to really gel with your partner amazingly just by understanding the music a lot better. Alright, so enjoy your practice with the Salsa Beat Machine.
I really hope you found value in that video. If I left anything out, or if there's anything else that you would like me to cover in future videos, please comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you really enjoyed it, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the video, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you don't miss upcoming videos from my tutorials all the way through to our various dance classes. Take care of yourself and see you in the next video.